for the Three Amigo Racing League broadcast today. Yes, sorry for the inconvenience. We had some stuff going on yesterday, so today we are making it up with race 8 tonight. We got a special guest tonight, Queen Lee Jaguar, my co-host. Bo's in the house like always. How are y'all doing today? Queen, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thank you for being on the show today.
You're welcome.
Alright, Bo. Last week was a phenomenal race last Thursday at the Glen. Yeah, the Glen was actually pretty good, nice to us for the 16 Toyota Tundra. So I mean, it was a good truck. So, but more than other than that, we're in the Cup Series for tonight at 6 o'clock for Auto Club. So, as of everybody knows, this is a 50% race times 2, and it will be streamed right here. It'll be streamed right here on my channel tonight at 6 o'clock with the 550. Everybody gets in, so y'all be able to hear the guys and girls in here. We did have Bo switch over to the Toyota this week. He was racing in the Ford, but with the exception, he has moved over to the Toyota camp. So we got 3 Toyotas, not just 2. We got 3 now. So as the points of right now, we got, as before the race starts tonight at Auto Club for race 8, we got Jeff with 312, Joshua 286, Tyler 274, Chris 267, Bill 265, Bo 186, Pauline 185, Paul 164. That is your points going into tonight's race. We are having a real fun so far with race 8 coming in, and it's already getting almost in the heat. It's almost we're almost halfway through the season already. So I know.
All right.
Queen, tell us a little bit tell the viewers a little bit about you and how that Queen Lee Jaguar come about, because you are the first female for Three Amigo Racings to make history. So you're awful showing these guys that you're meant to be here. So tell us a little bit about you and everything, and and how you know Joshua Lee Jaguar.
Well, I started off doing leagues with Josh shortly after I met him, and I was actually really excited because I had really not done too many race things with NASCAR racing, but I actually enjoy it. I've gotten better every week as I've gone through. Of course, like he said, how I ended up meeting him, it was basically we end up getting to know each other more. We've been together for 9 months, but been married for 3 months as of the 24th of this month, which of course I wouldn't change it for anything. So when he introduced me to NASCAR Heat 5, I was actually happy. But the league that I'm in now, they actually helped me out to succeed to where I'm at now, and even beyond where I'm going to be, where I'm at now, so I can get better as I progress.
Very interesting. Now, yes, Pauline is a rookie, and so how's your rookie season going so far for you on that rookie campaign?
It's actually going pretty doggone good because I'm actually impressed, especially with last night's practice. I was actually surprised I got to where I was at with being in 4th place right at the end of the race, at the end of the practice run. So I was actually very proud of myself to be able to get up there to 4th place. Yeah, because I mean, like, that's how I ended up getting 4th, because of course someone ended up wrecking out. But I mean, I could have still made my way up there even if the accident hadn't happened. But the accident that happened last night on that practice run, it gave me an advantage. You gotta strive for what you want to get. If you don't put your eye to what you got, where you want to go, you can't make it. You can't succeed. You gotta go for what you're aiming for. But take it kind of easy and slow, but not too crazy. Gotta be patient with yourself.
And that's what tonight's going to be about. It's going to be about patience and knowing when to make that right move. And I mean, this is a 100-lap race right here, and it's just all about being patient and making the right adjustments throughout the entire race.
Most definitely. Yeah, you gotta make sure you got the right setup possibly in, because I mean, if you don't have it set up right, you will really mess up. I mean, but I mean, it may not be perfect, but it'll be, as long as you're able to hold your line the whole time, that's what matters, is as long as you can keep your line straight and not have to have yourself get delayed behind.
Right. I mean, it's all, I mean, so far these Toyotas have came in, and I mean, from Tuesday and Wednesday, these, I mean, all the Chevys and Toyotas are the two main keys right here. But it's also with Auto Club, it's a bumpy track, and I mean, you have to, you don't know the uncertain. You're basically going in there with an uncertain mind on trying to figure out where that groove is going to be. Where you're basically thinking ahead. You're looking in the two, coming off of two. You're basically looking to find out, okay, I got someone right here on my left side, someone right here in front of me, and you get that run. You're trying to make that split adjustment coming off of two, and you're trying to pick through that traffic. But it's also, you can't be too aggressive. I mean, if you're aggressive, it's going to eventually bite you in the butt.
That's correct. Because I mean, if you get to being too rowdy or really too forceful, you're going to screw yourself up.
And I mean, it's like what we've been saying, like in final practice last night. Felicia. If anybody don't know who Felicia is, it's that wall on the right hand side coming off of two, and that white line off of in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's what we call Felicia, because it has bitten 4 of the top contenders. Myself, Bam Bam, Bill, and Bo. It has
bit me in the butt several times.
So I mean,
Felicia can be aggressive.
I mean, I have seen my share of seeing Felicia so far, but it's you got to be on your A game, and I mean that's the key. So with 100 laps, it's uncertain for all of us. We don't know if that middle groove or that bottom groove is going to work. Technically, I'm hoping that bottom groove don't come in until late, and I'm hoping it dies out. I'm hoping that bottom groove right there, hope it fades out where you have to go up to the up on the track, and because I mean that's for the key for the success for this track is to be patient. Pit, you got to come down and get forced fresh tires because that's the only way you're going to be able to be in contention. Statistics has shown at this time, last time we raced, this was before we had the 3 rookies coming in. Statistics go back last season. Caution came out with 10 laps to go, and it has proven the one that's leading the race doesn't win it. So that is like I said, it's the uncertain. Will this trend it start all over again? We don't know yet. Because if you're leading with 5 laps to go and that caution flag comes out, guess what? That means the field is bunched back together. And it's all going to be about the shifts. Can you hit your shifts? Can you hit your shifts? If you miss your shifts, your race is basically your race is over with. Because you're not.
Here you go. Yeah, because you gotta make sure you can actually hit your shifts. Because if you don't, then that's gonna really screw you up. You gotta be able to make your shifts right then and there, on time.
I mean, it's all about who's behind you and everything. Because if you got that right person behind you, they're gonna push you. But you got to know who's behind you, and you got to know who's in front of you to know if they're on the paddle shifter or if they're on the the H pattern, or on the controller. And that is one thing that, shoot, I ain't gonna lie. And I will admit, yes, I've missed plenty of shifts, but it's racing. I mean, that's NASCAR. I mean, everybody's gonna miss their shifts and everything, and I mean, but you'll eventually get back. You'll bounce back, but it'll take you a little bit longer to bounce back, because that's one thing I learned about the practices. If you miss your shifts, it'll take you about 2 to 3 laps just try to catch up with everybody. But if you're on your shifts, you're gone with everybody.
Oh, yeah. And I've had that happen a couple times, where I would miss my shift and then I'm left behind. But I always end up, over time, I'm able to catch myself.
I'm going through all these paint schemes that all of us has got and everything. Toyotas have got some great paint schemes. I've even seen the 3 car. I hate to say this, but the 3 cars have got some good paint schemes. And oh yeah. Matter of fact, the All-Star race is fixing to come up, and I mean, that's going to be a fun little event. The rookies will be eligible for it. I had to get with the CEOs, to find out if we're taking 2 of the rookies to put them in the actual All-Star race. I know I'm locked in for the All-Star race from what it's been. I think you got to be in either the top 5 somewhere in the points to be eligible. I'm not. Don't hold me to that. I'll have to talk to the other CEOs about this, because this is the All-Star race. There's no points. It's going to be, or I believe it's everybody in it. If everybody's in it, everybody's got a shot of winning at it. So you don't want to start that rival. That I'll have to look. I'll have to ask. I believe it is at. Don't hold me on this. I think it's at. I believe we said Martinsville for the All-Star race. I'm not for sure. I'm not for sure. Don't hold that to me. But I'm thinking it is the Martinsville. But like I said, do not hold that to me right now. I'll have to get the CEO on here next weekend. So, all right, Pauline. This is where we pick them. You get 3 drivers. We choose. You choose it. There's 3 segments on this. The first segment. This is the segment where we actually choose the drivers on who you think is going to win the race and predict how many caution flags we're going to have. So, starting with you, Pauline, since you're our guest today, choose 3 drivers and tell us how many caution flags is going to be in this race, and choose 3 drivers that you think could possibly win this race tonight.
Okay. Well, I know there's a possibility. I would think there's a possibility that Josh could actually have his 3rd win of the season. That's one driver I think could possibly have the chance of having a win. Of course, there is Bam Bam. He's up there. But then Jeff is actually really good. So, I mean, he's got his chance of having a win. And then, of course, with the cautions, let me think. I don't know. I mean, with this track, it varies because of how it changes so much. I don't want to say too many, but it could have 4. I mean, we could have 4, maybe, but possibly more. I'm not sure. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, I know how.
All right. We'll take you for that.
I mean, there's people that for some reason they wreck and they screw up really bad.
All right, Bo. You know the drill. Nice. Wow.
Yeah, right at the end, yeah. That's happened quite a bit.
I'm not saying I don't like the idea. I'm just saying y'all always put me in this predicament right here. Every time, guys, our viewers, every time they throw this at me, I've always won. I've always won when that last flag comes out. I've won 2 races with the last lap with the caution flag coming out on the last lap. So, hey, I'm just saying it could happen. All right, my first three picks. I'm not choosing myself. You can't. I'm not choosing myself, and that's the last pick three right there. But the ones I see possible winning, my teammate, the 11 car, Bo, Carolina boy in the 1 car. That 3rd car, Jeff. Cautions. I'm gonna go. I'm saying 8. I'm saying 8. That 8th caution is gonna be on the last lap. Then that is officially ends the race right there. Yes. All right, Pauline. Second part of this is you pick 3, but this is your Cinderella picks right here. These are your top 3 picks that you are got to have little Mrs. Cinderella right there to don her little wand right there, and to magically win that race for them. So who is your 3 Cinderella picks for tonight?
Well, I'm going to have to say this. I'm going to have to say Bo is one of them. I mean, I've got to say, he could turn around and make a run for it. I got to say, too. I mean, I'm not going to say, I mean, there's a possibility of myself, of being able to get up there with me being how good I've been for the last couple of practices.
Okay, I want to stop you right there. Guys, all Bo's and our viewers, true rookies already for the Cinderella pick. Your 3rd pick.
Alright. 3rd pick, I would have to say Josh, where he can make a turn to actually get his 3rd win on this track.
Bo, she is really putting faith in this number 19 Toyota tonight. She is pushing me for the win tonight. And I am not no Cinderella story either. I'm always a factor in these races right here. But that's my wife's picks, y'all. Bo, have at it, please. Don't strangle me either. I'm always out there. What are you talking about? I'm in the right field fishing right now. Leave me alone.
That is true. He has ran some really good runs. Oh, quite a bit.
Alrighty. My top 3 Cinderellas. We'll go with Carolina boy and the Chip Canass 1 car, monster car. Oh man. My 2nd pick will have to be Queen. Because yeah, she's shown ever since she's been here, she's progressing so much. But during that race, the key for her for this Cinderella win to work, she has to be precise. She has to stay consistent. She has to avoid the negativity that other drivers are feeding her. Hold that line. If she feels like the car is sliding up, back off a little bit. Lay off. Don't overdrive it. Hold that line. But if she feels that car sliding up, lay off the gas. My third pick, and this is probably going to be the longest shot I want to say right here. I got to say the number 3 car. I hate to say this. Yeah, it's just a long shot right here in the right field, in the left field right here. It's a long shot, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Cautions can fly. He can be in the right place at the right time. It's racing. You have to be. It's a mind game. It's a game of chess, basically. If he does mathematically win, I will personally Saturday do a darn stone cold stunner with 2 beers on the front porch on Facebook Live, and I will stone cold 2 bush apples, chug them, and basically give them the damn cowboy howdy after that. So
yeah, you probably know your butt beat.
So I'm sorry to say this, Paul. I know you're watching, but if you pull this darn win off, it's gonna be I have to darn stone cold stoner 2 bush beers. But other than that, the third segment is you have to pick the stage winners. Pick the stage 1, stage 2, and overall race winner. And with the overall race winner, you have to give a statement on why you chose that driver to win it in overall. The first 2, you don't have to give a statement, but that last pick, you have to give them why you chose this person to win it in overall. Queen, who's your stage 1, stage 2, and overall winner, and give an example why you chose this driver for the official to win the official race.
Okay. For like stage 1, I would have to say. Okay. There's one person we haven't said in here, but I'm going to say it. Chris could possibly win stage 1 because he did good at practice. He was up there quite a bit, so I would think he could get the stage 1 stage win right there.
All right, who's your stage 2 pick?
2, I gotta step out on a limb here with this. Ain't really bad, but it's actually good. I would say Bo can get a stage win.
Ooh, I like that pick right there.
I would say Bo could possibly get him a stage win. And then for the last one, which is the all-around
for the official race result, who do you think will win that for the official race?
This is the tough one here. I gotta say Josh, because he put so much effort into trying to get up there and basically puts his enthusiasm in there. He works constantly to get up there at every practice to get his win. He works at what he does.
All right, so you're saying the 19 overall wins this race tonight.
That's what I'm saying, yes, because you put so much enthusiasm into what you do.
Whew. All right. Bo, stage 1 winner. Ooh. Nice. I like it. Now, my stage 1 winner. Mathematically, I'm going to say mathematically stage 1 is going to be Jeff. I believe he sweeps. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say this. He's going to sweep both stages right there. So with him being, why I say this is because of the fact that he's been fast. It's that uncertain. Can your car be focused on the long runs and everything? So I think Jeff will be I think he gets both stage wins. If I had to choose a different person, I'm going to say 2 more people. I'm going to say the Jaguar. The Jaguar has been so consistent, in the season, but he's still looking for that first stage win. I believe right here, the number 19 could possibly sweep the stages, possible win this race. But that's always the uncertain right there. That's where we really don't know what's fixing to happen. Bam Bam and Bill could both win stage 1 and 2 right there. Bill and Bam Bam can possibly do this. My overall pick to win this race, I got 3 different drivers. It could be, 4 actually. Jeff, Bam Bam, Chris, and myself. And Carolina Boy being the 5th driver right here. The reason why I've got 5 drivers for all this right here is because when you race with them, when you're up there up front with them, and you got that feeling for how they're racing, they're not going to hold back. So that's why I'm saying them 5 drivers right there. And I mean, it'd be nice to see the 19 car to pick up his 3rd win, to carry that momentum going into next Thursday at the Brickyard for the Xfinity Series. But it also gives the Jaguar some more of a cushion, where he's not so much being pressured to try to get that win to get locked in. Chris is on a mission, but he's came so close on winning it, but it's been taken away from him in them last 5-10 laps, when he's came so close to winning them that when it comes down to that last part of the race. And so that's how I see it. Chris, if he does win, he has to be patient. The key for him to win tonight is for him to be patient, hold his line, stay out of trouble, and to make sure he does not hit Felicia. If he hits Felicia, he's basically already given his race up, because you cannot bounce back from having 2 stages and try to come back with full steam. Yeah, you might can, but it's going to take you ground to cover up, because you got maybe 4 fast cars right there tonight. That's going to be wicked fast. So that's the way I'm seeing it. And we say this week out. We say this every broadcast. Patience is key for success right here. You have to be patient to order to win a race. You got to make the right calls. You got to make the right adjustments. Tonight, you make the right adjustments, you're going to be in the top 5, top 4, top 3. You got to stay in this draft. If you lose that draft, it's going to be hard for everybody, some of the drivers, to bounce back. Restarts are going to be key. I know the 19, the 88, the 24, the 9 have all had great restarts. The 18, the 11, as long as they don't miss shifts, they're going to progress in these restarts. That bottom line on the restarts is not the key for the restarts. And I can vouch for this. I would rather start on that high groove, because you got all that momentum going into 1 and 2 right there. You can actually literally get through your gears, and you can pay attention to this person right here on your left hand side. Hold that darn wheel. Then once you come off of 2, You don't have to worry about having to slide up like you do off of on that bottom groove. You don't have to worry about sliding up to the wall. But if you're on that high groove, you don't have to worry about it. Your car's already set, and you got that. You literally got that momentum coming off of 2. But that being said and done, I want to say thank you for all of our viewers. Thank you to Pauline Whitmire, aka Queen Lee Jaguar, my wife. It was great to have her on. Bo, you got any words that you want to say before we skedaddle for this afternoon, before we go into the race? Well, like we always say, thank y'all for joining in. We will see you back here at 5:50 for the pre-race ceremonies. And by one more thing, y'all, Queen, who do you think will get the pole for tonight's race?
Get what?
The pole.
Oh, like the fastest.
Who do you think will be leading the race at the start of the green flag tonight?
I gotta say, with how Chris ran last night, he could possibly be running up there.
So you think Chris will get his pole for? You think Chris will get the pole for tonight's race?
That's what I'm kind of saying. I mean, if there was someone else, I would probably say that Jeff could be up there. One of those two.
Bo, who do you think gets the pole? Ooh. I like that.
Right yeah.
Alright. The one I think who's going to get the pole, I got to go with Bo on this. I got to agree with him. I say Carolina boy gets the pole.
I mean, I do kind of agree on what he says there, because, I mean, you got to think, Carolina boy did run a good run right there at practice.
What? Well, y'all have a good one. We will see y'all tonight at 5:50. Don't forget, hit that notification button on the right hand side right there. Hit the subscribe button. We'll see you at 5:50. This is Joshua Lee Jaguar, my co-host Bo, and my special guest Pauline Blackwell, Queen Lee Jaguar. We'll catch y'all here in 15 minutes. Peace.